Hey everyone, the numbers are in for the Treasure Island Condos in Panama City Beach, Florida for all of 2023. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. In this video, I'm going to go through the numbers and the pricing from 2023 to try to understand what happened and also take a look ahead to see where prices may be headed in the spring market for 2024. There are a lot of factors affecting condos right now. It seems like many more than in really the last 8-9 years. I'm hearing getting a lot of questions like, hey Craig, our rental revenue was down this year. Do we expect that for this year, or anything we can do to maybe improve that? Hey Craig, insurance rates are going up, HOA fees are going up. I'm hearing that one a lot. How's that going to affect pricing if our cash flow is getting hurt? What about this new state law in Florida? What about the new local laws in Panama City Beach and Bay County affecting vacation rentals? A lot of things to digest, especially for a buyer right now, to understand what they're getting into. And so it'll be interesting to see how that affects sales going into the spring market. Before we get into the exact numbers and the pricing trends, I want to share something that can help you or someone you care about. If you're selling real estate in 2024, whether it's Treasure Island or anywhere else, or you have a friend, family member that's going to be doing some selling, pay attention to these next couple slides. I'm going to give you a little preview of a campaign we're working on. This is something we're going to be talking a lot about in 2024. Selling real estate in 2024 is quite a bit different than it was even a couple years ago, especially 20 years ago when I started. So let me show you a couple things that I hope can help you. Starting with real estate listings that are marketed with videos receive 403% more inquiries than those without. Pardon our grammatical error. This should read property listings that marketed with video receive 403% more inquiries than those without. And think about that for just a second. You're trying to sell a condo. It's a competitive market. It's a little harder to sell a condo than it was a couple years ago. And you have one thing you can do to receive 403% more inquiries. Why would you not do it? I could stop right there, but let me show you a couple more. 75% of home buyers consider a virtual tour to be a significant factor in their decision-making process. Finally, this is a big one. 51% of home shoppers use YouTube as their number one. This will have an E when we get it corrected. 51% of home shoppers use YouTube as their number one destination for research. Number one destination for research. And if you think about how buyers are searching for condos in our area, most of our buyers for condos in Panama City Beach are coming from somewhere else. So they're already on the internet doing research. Google is the number one search engine still. YouTube is the number two search engine still. Both of those services or platforms put a real high priority on video content because there's already so much other content that's already out there. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, a lot of social media platforms put a high priority on distributing video. And you even have to play the game a little more than that. You have to know that 1 minute or less reels and get distributed more often, or shorts get distributed more often than others. So make sure if you're trying to sell real estate in 2024, someone they're working with someone who understands video marketing, understands 3D tours. It can lead to that many more inquiries, which more statistics show that will sell for faster and for higher pricing. So make sure it's not just shooting a video either. It's not just, hey, I'm going to put you on Facebook by walking around with my cell phone. It's professional, just like we use professional photography. It's a professional videographer with professional editor. Videos need to be edited into a variety of different formats now. I need a video that's in a box size, one for Instagram, one for Facebook, one for YouTube, one different lengths. There's a lot to it. So make sure you're talking with someone that knows all of that. So enough statistics for you. 2023, the Gulfront condo market has been softening for sure, really since March. Remember, our months of inventory in real estate is a barometer of how hot or cold a real estate market is. 5 or 6 months of inventory represents a very neutral or basic market in real estate. That's where you would expect to see flat pricing. Once we're over 6 months of inventory, we're into a softer market, buyer market. It's tougher to sell. There's more supply, less demand, all those kind of things. Since March, we've gone from 3.05 months of inventory. By August, we had gone up to 6.7. We're now sitting at 12.74 months of inventory across the beach. Now, this is all condos. In fact, let me show you. Let's pull, just to look at it a different way. Let's look at Gulffront condos built just since 2006. Since 2005. So apples to apples with just the newer projects, to compare with Treasure Island, months of inventory, it'll look pretty similar. Still moving up. In September, it was a pretty good 4.4. It's only 8.17, which is better. Theoretically, that means we would sell out of the entire Gulffront market in 12 months, but in the newer buildings, it would only take us 8 months. Still buyer market, still a little bit soft. This is why, again, back to what I said earlier, video marketing, 3D tours, professional photography, marketing is going to be that much more important in 2024 than it has been in a long time. Treasure Island will only pick up a point on this graph when we have a sale, but you can see similar story to the rest of the market. Pretty low months of inventory early in the year, moved up to 12, 13, 10 over the last half of the year in Treasure Island. So a very soft market in Treasure Island still. I've gone ahead and organized the sales by 2023 chronologically for you. Starting early in the year at 687,000, moved to 645, 650, 655, 671, 650, 677, 670, 679. And here's where you really start to notice how quickly condo pricing can change. 660,000, 640,000, 620,000. 645,000 is the most recent sale. We haven't had a 3-bedroom sale in Treasure Island, unless I did this wrong, in all of 2023. But look at where we were early in the year. We had a 687, we had a 671. And if you remember, coming off at the end of 2022, we actually had some sales over 700,000. I can't remember. We sold one. It was either 708 or 712. But now, recent sales at 660, 640, 620. And if we look at what's for sale in the market, we'll go pending first. Pending at the moment, the asking price is 639,000. We don't even know what the final sales price will be yet, but the asking price is 639. We look at what's for sale. A couple of things to pick up here. There's a unit price of 629. There's a new listing has come out at 664. So I think optimistically, most sellers are seeing their floor in here somewhere. You can see that this seller decided, okay, I'm not going to compete with 629, but I'm going to be the best price in the building underneath everything else. Here's 665, 679, 679, 699, 699. Then the 3 bedrooms, we have a few on the market, 979, 1,098,000, and 1.1 million. So a lot of inventory, a lot of supply in Treasure Island. I know a lot of this analysis is going to depend on the condition of Treasure Island. I've heard a little bit about Seychelles since yesterday. I'm filming this the day after the tornado. So a lot of this is an asterisk on, is there any damage in Treasure Island? I have not heard yet. Is there anything that the building needs to take care of? Is it just individual units maybe that were affected? If you know, please let me know. I have not heard yet. Something else, if you like to follow the trends in real estate, especially if you know anybody that owns real estate in other parts of the country, or if you own real estate in other parts of the country, check out a guy named Mike Simonson with Altos Research. I'll put a link to one of his most recent videos in the comments below or in the description below. Mike does a real excellent job at taking a few simple charts and graphs and explaining it to you. He really simplifies the message. It's a really good look at where things are headed. He's a real straight shooter with it. He's been a little bit pessimistic on the market in 2023. I think it's more realistic about the market, but he's been very optimistic in the last 5 or 6 weeks about where things are going and heading into 2024. I like a lot of what he has to say. I'm very encouraged by residential real estate in general in our area, but we're watching the Gulfront condo market very closely. That's a little bit of a different animal than buying a house or selling a house where people live, especially all those things I mentioned earlier. There are a lot of factors affecting condo sales this year. So we're going to keep an eye on it to see what goes on with pricing, see if what looks like in Treasure Island pricing has come down some. Is that going to settle in and be flat and maybe start to move in the other direction? We'll keep an eye on and keep you updated. If you're not already on our list, I send out this market update to anybody who's on our list once a month. I also incorporate you into our Friday morning email list. I'm not a big fan of email. I don't like spam, but I do like to keep people updated once a week just on the market, what I see in general. A lot of talk about condo sales, a lot of talk about the new law. So if you'd like to be signed up for that, shoot me a text or give me a call at 850-290-0417. Also, I know a lot of you are already in our e-alert system. It's the most accurate, efficient way to keep up with the market. I can set you up for a search just for 2 bedrooms in Treasure Island or just for 3 bedrooms. I can do it really for any way you want to search for real estate. I can set you up of anything you want to keep track of. I have a number of people that are watching, a 2-bedroom in Treasure Island and maybe a 3-bedroom in this building and this neighborhood over here. So happy to set you up on that. There's no charge. There's no obligation. Just trying to keep people informed with accurate information. So that's it for me. We'll keep you updated as we move throughout the year. I hope everything's okay for all of you that own at Treasure Island. We'll be in touch. Thanks for watching.